What's up, guys? Today we're back with another video, and today we are doing the weekly update. Um, if you haven't logged on the past 2 weeks, the $3 million is still up for grabs. It's not a new one this week, sadly, but there is a new free 500k for completing 5 community jobs. So if you do that, which those are still times 3. And kind of going into that, you can get another 100k from the weekly challenge by winning 3 races. So pretty easy challenge, at least for the most part. Other bonuses: 3 times special vehicle work, which is the vehicle work that unlocks the trade prices for stuff like the rocket Voltic and the ramp buggy. To give some examples, times 2 Mr. Faber work, which is alright. It's in the car wash. Times 3 cash. Oh. Times 3 car wash money laundering, which is a pretty good one this week, also in the car wash. Times 2 in the car wash safe, which could get up to 60k a day. If you have all the businesses besides the bail office, and you only have large the CEO warehouses, you'll be making 50k a day, 50k every 48 hours. No, 50k every 48 minutes, gosh. So you can check it every other day, because it can only hold 100k, which kind of sucks. I wish there was at least a safe upgrade. That'd be nice. But yeah. That's it for bonuses. I do kind of want to check out these community jobs, though. Didn't really look at them yet. Kind of see what I'm gonna get into, or what to expect, I guess. Los Santos GP 2023. I got some others. Phantom Racing. Okay. Mega Random 6. Oh, this might be fun. Mega Ramp 1. It might also be fun. Cara looks like a face-to-face. Oh my gosh. Chapter Rally. Could be cool. Deep Blue. Oh, I've played this one. This was fun. Curvy Oval. Okay, looks interesting. Hot Ring Crossover. Might be a little bit hectic with 30 people. Kart Cross Koala Cup. These freaking go-kart races are kind of crazy. Nose Adrenaline? Yeah, okay. Straight to later? Is that what that says? Straight to later Dunes? I think that's what that says. The Ecoladrome. Okay. And Tumbling Junes. This one's alright. Looks like some really fun races, though, I'm not gonna lie. 5 of them, you're gonna have a really good time. Okay, now that's it for bonuses and that stuff. Again, discounts, free LSI vehicle warehouse is still available this week. 50% off CEO offices, which it's been the same these past few weeks. 50% off. I would just get the office itself, no upgrades, just to keep it simple. There's a new discount this week on Maze Bank. 40% off the car wash, which it will be 600k this week, so definitely get that. You'll be able to make your money back with the bonuses pretty quickly, especially if you're already set up. Even if you aren't and you can't, I'd say if you have 600k, get the car wash. You can make 600k and then some this week if you really want to make money. Bonuses here. There's 3 different bonuses for the car wash. 3 different ways of making money. Definitely get the car wash and do those bonuses, because you'll get way more than 600K from them. It also gets you a 35% increase on your sales for kind of cash if you have that. That's it for properties. Next up is legendary. Starting off with the Suzume 4 2.2. It's electric. It has a Mr. Lock-on jammer. Some customization. 2.2 though is kind of a lot. That's an electric supercar. 2.2, like you could get the damn, the FMJ Mark V is expensive. $3 million is crazy, but like an extra 700K, or I guess technically an extra 800K, for the best supercar in the game with HSW. I don't know how much HSW is on this thing, but it's, stock is certainly better than the Suzume, for sure. Electric, I don't know. It looks cool. Suzume, I'm not gonna lie, it looks cool. I feel like 2.2 for an electric car. I mean, it is the best, probably the best electric car in the game. I don't know if it's entirely worth it, but if you want the Suzume, definitely get it. But I think you could probably safely avoid this week. Next up is the Evron RS for 1.2. It's a truck that's in the SUV category that can't go off-road. It has a decent amount of customization. Some decent performance stuff. Won't win you any races, that's for sure. It looks cool. 1.2 if you want an SUV. Actually, I don't think I'd get this week. 1.2, I'd have to. I know there's another really good SUV discount. I don't exactly remember the price, but I think it's somewhere around here, and it's kind of a better SUV. So I don't think I'm gonna recommend it. I mean, if you want a truck that's an SUV, maybe. I don't know. I don't have it. I don't really want it either. I mean, if it were like an off-road vehicle that you could choose to lower and make like a race variant, and it were lifted and could off-road and it was in the off-road category, for 1.2, I would actually probably get it, but it kind of sucks. You know, kind of dropped the ball on the Evron RS here, so I probably wouldn't get it, just because there's another SUV that might change once I see the other SUV's price. But we do have, oh, by the way, the Evron RS does have Mr. Lock-on jammer. I forgot about that. Next was the Euros for about $1 million. I have a customization review on this. It has Mr. Lock-on jammer and the drift tuning. It's a heck of a lot, cause it has a lot of customizations from the tuners category, so it's a lot of really good customization, not like a lot of crappy customization. It has a lot of really good customization that changes a lot of the car. Mine, I love it. Performance-wise, it's not the greatest, but it looks amazing. You can make this thing look really good. It has a bunch of liveries. If you want a car to customize, I'd say $1 million for this thing isn't that bad. Performance-wise, especially in the tuners category, you could get the Vector for $300,000 more, and it's way better. Has about the same customization. If you're looking for performance out of the Euros, just like non-drifting, probably not that good. Drifting, it's meh. Customization is really good, so if you want a car to customize, this is a pretty good one this week. Next up is the other SUV, the Rebel GTS for 800K. Yeah, don't get the Evron RS. The other Rebel GTS has probably the same amount of customization. It's a better off-roader. I think it's faster than the Everon RS. The only downside is it's not a truck, which you could take either way. You could take it as a good thing or a bad thing. But it's $400,000 cheaper. So, and I think it has about the same performance, and you can slam this thing way lower than it should be. Like, if you remember the Cavalcade XL, it goes lower than that thing. That thing went pretty low. Um, yeah, this thing can probably go about, I think maybe even a little bit lower than the Everon RS. So same customization, same performance. You can bring it down to the same height. You could keep it raised and go off-roading with it. For $400,000 cheaper. So I'd probably, if you want an SUV this week, get the Rebel GTS and not really the Everon RS. Unless you want a truck, then maybe consider the Everon RS. But yeah. Next up on bikes, we have two to stay away from. 400K for the Vindicator. 700K or 550K, about 450K for the Vindicator. $700,000 to $550,000 for the Electro. Both these are hella expensive. They both have Curse Boost, which on a bike, like, you could get. So you wanted an Electro, just spend the extra $300,000 to get the Hakuja Drag. The Hakuja Drag would smoke this without HSW, or would smoke either of these without HSW, and it doesn't even think about them when it does have HSW. So honestly, just get the Hakuja Drag if you want a bike this week. Curse Boost is kind of unique. I wouldn't get both of them. I would probably only get one. And if you want one of them this week, I would get the Electro. If you have the trade price, I would not buy this thing if you don't. I think the Electro looks better, me personally. If you want a Vindicator, honestly, probably just get the Thrust. It looks very similar, for like 400K cheaper. And the Thrust has a trade price, so I don't know what. I think it's 70K, or probably closer to 100K for the non-trade price, which is still 300K less. So I wouldn't get any of the bikes this week, but if you were to get one, get the Electro, and get the Electro only if you have the trade price. Don't buy it with the regular price. And to get the trade price on this thing, if you're wondering, you have to complete the finale of a Pacific Standard job. So yeah, will not get either of those this week. That is it for Legendary. Next up, we have a Warstock, where we have another free vehicle. And I'm gonna just say, if I remember correctly, I called it, because the Phantom Wedge is free this week. I'm pretty sure I said, wouldn't it be amazing if the Phantom Wedge was free? Or I wouldn't be surprised if they made it free. I'm 90% sure I said that last week. So I'm gonna buy it right now. So yeah, it's free this week. So definitely get that. You do need a vehicle cargo warehouse. So if you don't have one, get the free LSI vehicle warehouse this week. That's a few more on Warstock. I don't know if I went past any or not. I don't know. The Night Shark, $870,000. I don't think it has a trade price. If it does, it's probably close to 1.2. I don't know. This week, 870K for the Night Shark. It has front-mounted guns. It has a lot of customization, some armor plating. I do have a weekly customization on it. It looks pretty cool. It has like autocorrect, and like when you're flying, it has autocorrect. Like you're in the air and balances out, kind of. Not the greatest, but it definitely helps. But, it's really fast too. 4 people, really armored. 870K, everybody should have it for this price. So this is one that I would highly, highly recommend this week. Armored SUV that's really fast with guns. What else could you want, really? It also has some customization. Not a whole lot that changes it, but like armor plating here, armor plating there, stuff like that. As I said, Phantom Wedge free. Just get that. Next up, we have the Blazer Aqua with a trade price from the special vehicle work, which is ×3 this week from the Blazer Aqua. So, this week, since it is ×3, you have to. I think you have to source a certain amount of stuff, a certain amount of vehicles for it. I would only recommend this if you have the trade price. If you don't, I probably wouldn't buy it. It's a quad that can turn into a jet ski, which is pretty cool. It has front-mounted machine guns. Other than that, really not much of a use. Fun little vehicle. If you don't think you'll use it often, obviously don't buy it. And if you want it, I would really recommend you get the trade price. Saving 300K on something that you won't really use often is probably a good thing. Plus, missions are ×3. I think they pay decently. And this is like the third or fourth one, I think. So you can unlock some other trade prices if you want to. Yeah, only get it if you have the trade price and if you think you're gonna get some decent use out of it. Not a whole lot, but some decent use out of it. I think discounted this week. I don't think it's gonna go discounted again. So if you really want it, probably buy it, but only for that trade price. That's it for Warstock. Next up is Southern San Andreas, which we won't be on there for long. There's only two. Yeah, there's only two. First one, we have the Previon for 700 or about 800K. A lot of customization. I like mine. Looks really nice. I think the lot can change. Out of it too, the Previon's a coupe, and it's in like I think the top 5 for non-HSW coupes. Performance, I think I'm pretty. In my opinion, the Previon's better performance-wise. Customization-wise, they're about the same. Obviously, this one's like 200K cheaper than the Euros this week. So if you kind of want something on the cheaper side to customize, then probably get the Previon this week. Both of them are really nice cars. Previon's really nice car if you want something to customize or even drive around. I would highly recommend the Previon. You can make it look really good, and sounds decent. I haven't driven it in a long while, but from what I remember, it sounds decent, performs decent. It might win you some coupe races, but odds are probably not, especially if you have HSW on your platform. This one will get dog walked by anything with HSW, but if you don't, and you don't really have a tuners vehicle, this one also isn't bad to get into tuners category races and just tuner cars in general. I think this is a pretty good one, especially for under 800K. I wouldn't say you can go wrong with it. I think both of these have trade prices. I don't even know what the Euros non-trade price is about 1.2, which I probably wouldn't buy it then. And this one's about 1. This one non-trade price would be about 1.1, which isn't bad, but I would definitely be getting the trade prices for these vehicles before you get them. So, yeah. But yeah, Previon definitely would recommend it this week for the trade price. Next up is the final vehicle discount of the week. We have the Patriot Stretch for about $322,000. Kind of cheap, but what the hell are you going to use it for? You could just take a normal limo off the street. Granted, not gonna lie, the Hummer is kind of cool, but I don't think you're going to get much use out of it. Plus, where the hell are you going to store this thing? Unless you can somehow store it in a garage, I wouldn't be surprised if it takes up 2 spots. Because this thing is kind of big. And the Sand King. The Sand King's smaller than this thing, and the Sand King takes up just about, maybe not just, but it kind of overlaps into some spots. So, I don't know but if Patriot Stretch is gonna fit in your garage, but it might. I have no idea. I have no idea. Um, but yeah, the Patriot Stretch. If you really want to, if you really want to mess around, I would just get a normal limo off the street. I really would not recommend the Patriot Stretch. Plus, if you have a nightclub, right? Um, if you, like the little blue thing and it's a person, you can sometimes get the Patriot Stretch. Um, so yeah, would not get the Patriot Stretch this week. I feel like 300K, unless you really really want it for whatever reason, then go ahead. But I feel like 300K for a Patriot limo really is not worth it. So I would definitely not buy it this week. And that's it for all the discounts over here. Casino wheel spin cars, the Stinger TT has HSW, really fast car with HSW. So if anything has HSW, spin it every single day. I think it's like maybe a $2 million car maybe. So go ahead and spin it. Oh, you're joking. You're joking. Oh, come on. Alright. Yeah, definitely get the Stinger TT this week. It's one of the best one of the best sports cars in the game. Let me check real quick. If I had to take a wild guess, it's a legendary. When did this thing come out? Right here. Oh, a $2.4 million car. Yeah. Plus, I think HSW would be about $1 million, so you only spend $1 million to HSW upgrade this thing. So you aren't paying full price for the car. It's a really quick car. I think it has some decent customization, good performance. Definitely come here and spin it every single day, because I will most likely come here and spin it every single day. So that's it for the casino. Next up will be the car meet. Alright, we have pulled up to the car meet, and surprise, alright, you better be getting this thing because it's Paragon S. And in order to get it, it's a $2 million car, by the way. In order to get it, you have to place top 3 once. Has all the HSW, nope, not HSW, has all the Montech, not all the Montech stuff, but it has oil slicks, armor plating, the missile lock-on jammer. It might even have bullet-resistant windows. I'm not exactly sure on that part. I don't think it does have. I don't think it has front mounted machine gun stuff. I really don't think it does. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna be getting this. You should too. Plus, those are pretty expensive wheels. I'm not gonna say. I'm not gonna lie, these are like $30,000 wheels, and it's pretty nice looking ones too. Honestly, they customized it pretty well this week. I'm not gonna lie. Camo is actually kind of cool. Like it, definitely get it this week. Now, purchasable vehicles. First up, we have the Rustin. If I can see the price. Hello? $430,000? That seems like a lot. I'm not gonna lie. I do have a weekly customization on it. 430K. It's a really nice car, though. I'm kind of on the fence, but that's kind of expensive. I'd say if you want a Rustin or like a kind of like a flat roofless car this week, I'd probably recommend the Rustin. Really nice car. 430K. Honestly, isn't a bad price. Isn't a good price. I'd say if you're in the market for something like the Rustin, honestly, I'd get it this week. Really nice car. It won't win you any races, but it's really, really nice car. Handles amazingly. Performance, free mug. I'll say that. Customization, not a whole lot, but not nothing. So I don't know. I'd recommend it, but if you don't want it, you can probably safely stay away from it this week. And the Michelin GT for $1.2 million. Honestly, you should get bored of me saying you should get bored of me saying this because it's a no. This thing's in here like every other week. So, at least once a month. At the very least. Don't get a Michelle GT, completely waste of money. If you want one, you probably already have a few of them. Next up we have, what is this? The Enduro for 48k. Cool looking bike. 48k, not an expensive price. If you want it, come here and get it. Might as well. It's kind of cheap. And next up we have the FMJ, which turns out I talked about it a little bit earlier. HW for no, $5 million. No, I get the car is $3 million by itself, but $5 million, that's kind of crazy. No, but that is it for the car meet. Get the Paragon S and do as you please with those cars. Don't get the FMJ. But yeah, next up will be Simeon's. I have just arrived at Simeon's and we got a whole bunch of mid. First off, we have the Kalahari for 60k. For whatever reason, if you want it, buy it. I don't really see you using it, but next up we have the Bifta for 75k. Pretty cool car. Some customization, you can put a roof, you can put a spoiler. I think that's about it though. Pretty alright, little cool car. 75k, not bad. If you want it, come and get it. Next up we have the Pigalle, which I do have a weekly customization on. For 400k. Not a whole heck of a lot in customization. Somewhat decent performance. I mean, not the greatest, not the worst. 400k though, it's a unique vehicle for sure. Pretty cool car. I think it's removed. 400k. I don't think it's a bad price, but I don't think it's a good price. Come here if you want it. Next up we have the Lynx for 1.7. Yeah, no, it's an electric car. Some customization. I think the Lynx has a decent amount. 1.7 though for this thing. I think it's kind of expensive, and I probably would not get it. Next up we have the Verlier. I think that's how you say it. Verlier. 700k. I can lie, it is a nice car, really nice looking car. 700k for this thing though. I don't have a really good customization on it. I did not think it was 700k. That's kind of expensive. Okay, so Simeon's is kind of hot ass. He agrees. He even agrees. But yeah, kind of expensive, really expensive, kind of expensive. Cheap, but have no use and are kind of useless. I guess that is the same thing. But nevertheless, really no reason to have them besides the fact that they're stupid. So I don't know. I really wouldn't come to Simeon's this week unless you really want a car for whatever reason. But yeah, no, that's it for Simeon's. Next up is the gun van. Okay. I don't know why, but the gun van is not here this week, or today. For whatever reason. I do know what is in it, though. So, first off, weapon-wise, we have 40% off the railgun. You should definitely be buying that. Compact DMP launcher, military rifle, double barrel shotgun, heavy pistol, pipe wrench. That's the weapons. Throwables, we have proximity mines, tear gas, Molotovs. Armor is obviously armor. Yeah. That's what's in the gun van. I guess my car can replace the gun van for today, I guess. Why not? But you might be wondering what we're doing this week, because this week's kind of a decent week. It's, kind of the same old stuff. Obviously today will be the weekly update, and tomorrow will be non-GTA. Tomorrow is not weekly Wednesday. Oh my gosh, Saturday is not the weekly customization because the only one that I could think of having in there is Phantom Wedge, because all my other cars that I own are customized. I don't really want to buy anything this week. So Saturday's video is either going to be Benny's customizations or the Stinger TT customization and review. If I get it by Saturday, it will be that. If I don't, it'll be Benny's customizations. Sunday's customization review for sure will be the Paragon S. I was kind of thinking, what if I planned for it? I don't know. Yeah, the Paragon S is for sure Sundays. If I don't get the Stinger TT, Benny's customization will be Saturday. Monday will be the ×2 Mr. Favorite work. Tuesday, ×3 money laundering. Wednesday will be ×3 community series because a lot of those look really fun, and I'm definitely excited to play them. So, yeah, that's what we got going for this week. Do the 5 community series jobs at the very least. Spin your casino wheel every day. Get the Paragon S, get the Phantom Wedge, get anything that you haven't gotten yet. Like the free LSIA thing, or if you haven't gotten on within the past 2 weeks, there's still $3 million up for grabs. Definitely get the car wash, do money laundering, you get paid back pretty quickly. So, yeah, money-wise, you can make a lot. Car-wise, it's kind of decent. So, yeah, it's gonna be in this Pizza! Colby is the most unpredictable asshole ever. He's predictable yet unpredictable. I did not expect him to say pizza. But besides that, that is going to be the end of this one. Hope you enjoyed. And I'll see you in the next one.